I know you clicked this video and you're like, who the heck is this girl and how is she gonna tell me how to be a good mom? Who are you? How are you gonna tell me how to be a good mom? Because you don't know my life and I don't, okay? So I'm not gonna tell you how to be a good mom. But before you click off, I am going to give you seven signs that you might be a good mom, okay? So let's go. You'll probably do these things anyways. So the first one, if you ever go to a store and you have plans on getting all these things for you, you have a list, you're like, I need to get myself a bathing suit, I need to get a top, I need some jeans that fit, and then you end up leaving the store and 99% of the items you bought are for your child. You're probably a good mom. And I think that this just shows that you're always putting your child first, right? Like even when you plan on taking care of yourself and treating yourself, your child is always in the forefront. You're always thinking about your kid and you're like, oh wow, he'd like this and she'd like that. So that might be a sign you're a good mom. Number two, you're proud of the little things. When my son Liam does the littlest thing, I'm just like, oh my God, look, he's so small. Yes, I'm that mom, okay? And you're probably that mom too. And if you are, you're probably a good mom. Not to say that if you're not like that, you're not a good mom. But when Liam learned how to blink his eyes, I was just like, everybody look, he's blinking his eyes. He's going like this. And he was so cute. When he learned how to clap his hands, I was just showing off. Every little thing he did was just a big deal to me. And it's just because I'm just proud of him and it just shows that he's growing and I'm doing something right because he's doing something right. So yeah. Number three, you eat dinner last, okay? You eat dinner after your husband, you eat dinner after your kid. And if you do that, you're probably a good mom because you're eating it cold, okay? And it's because, once again, you're putting everyone else first and putting yourself last, which you shouldn't do all the time, but you probably do as a mom. And that's because you're a good mom. Number four is very important. You set boundaries and rules, okay? A good mom does not let their kid run them, let them do whatever they want. You tell them the rules and they have to listen to them. You're the mom, they're the child. So don't be afraid to put your foot down and say, you know what? No, you can't do this. No, you can't go somewhere, because that's what a good mom does, okay? I had boundaries, you had boundaries, and your kid needs boundaries, all right? Or else they're gonna be running the streets, trying to boss everybody around. You know, those are the people that turn out to be crazy, and you don't want your kid to be crazy, right? Five, if anybody knows me, this is me. You go hard for your kids, okay? If you're a good mom, you're gonna go hard for your kids, because if you don't, no one else will, okay? So if you see somebody bullying your child, snatching something from your child, you let them know. I don't care whose child it is. You let them know, that's not happening with my kid, okay? If you see anybody do your child wrong, you let them know. No, that's not the way it's going to go down. So you really have to go hard for your child, because no one else in this world will. No one will fight for your child like you do. I mean, that's why they call it mama bear. Okay, 6. This one is probably debatable, but for me, this is probably a sign you're a good mom. When Liam is crying and screaming in the middle of the night, my overwhelming feeling is worry, okay, over my need of sleep, because I'm always like, oh my gosh, is his nose stuffy? Is he sleeping? Did a mosquito bite him? I'm always just worried, like, why isn't he sleeping well? That's a sign that you are a good mom. Not to say that if you're not worried, you're not a good mom, because sometimes the kids just cry for no reason. But for me, it just shows that I'm always worried about my kid, because I want the best for him. I don't, I want to protect him. I don't want anything bad to happen to him. And I want to always help him and guide him through life. So, there's a balance between that, right? Because you don't want to enable him and be a crutch, but you also want to always be there to support him or her. And number 7, this is so important, is you're probably a good mom if you always choose love and if you're patient, okay? As a mom, it's so hard to be patient, because these kids will test your limits. Like Liam tests me, right? He'll try to smack me in the face. He'll try to do all of that to see how I react. But I always try to react with love and patience. It doesn't always happen that way, right? Let's be real. I get mad because I'm like, you are not gonna be slapping me in the face, boy. It's not going down like that, okay? But at the end of it, and when I discipline him, I always give him a hug and give him a kiss and tell him I still love you, okay? You did something wrong, but that doesn't mean you're a bad boy. I still love you and you're still a good kid. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, what did you get out of this video? I don't know. If you have any other signs that you might be a good mom, go ahead and comment down below. Once again, who am I, right? I can't tell you how to be a good mom. I'm not God. I'm not the Bible. So I can't tell you how to do that. But if you do these things, you probably are a good mom, you know? And, you know, if you don't do them, you're probably still a good mom. But if you do them, you're probably a good mom. You get what I'm saying, right? And anyway, yeah, I don't have much else to say. I hope you can hear what I'm saying in this video, and I hope I don't have to re-record it. All right, bye.